There was a lot of things. One thing I felt like I did notice was they didn't seem particularly fond of how you cater to Joe, like as far as taking those shots at him.
Who's they?
Rory and Mo.
I'm supposed to coax their ego while.
Well, they are your boss.
Right? Wait, when are you talking about? When I was there?
Yeah, when you were there.
What did I do? What
posting
did
on social media?
When I was hired, when I was still with them.
Yeah.
Oh, when I was making fun of Joe.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I mean, I can do whatever I want. I'm going to do what I want.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah. It's also Rory and I were texting throughout that whole thing, and he thought they were funny. So I don't know.
So he was cool with it.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I don't know. It seemed like they weren't cool with it.
Maul hated it. Maul hated every time anybody mentioned Joe. Which I get, I understand. And I really did my best not to but at times, I mean, dude, we would text and shit would be funny. And I'm like, oh, I got this, retweet this. He goes, that's funny. So I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'll tweet it. And then it'll get addressed the next day of recording. Why the fuck you tweeted that? And I'm like, all right, dude, do I delete it? What do I do? I don't know. So it was a lot of whatever. But I don't know. I also didn't look at that as a point of contention at all, or a cause for emotional strife or a rift between us. I didn't.
What's good, people? It's your boy The Kitchen. Now it looks like Julian has revealed more information about his whole firing from the Rory and Maul split a couple months ago. Now, he would be on his podcast, Something Wrong with the Pussy, and he would have a guest, that being Danny from the Stop. A lot of you guys know Danny from the Stop. And Danny would go on to ask him an array of questions, not only about the breakup, about where he is mentally. It wasn't just about Rory and Maul. He really talked about how he's been dealing with being fired for the past couple months, how he's been going to therapy and overall trying to better himself as a human being. He would also bring up a lot of the things that went on during his time on the Rory and Maul podcast. And one of the things he brought up was, remember the time Julian would shoot at Joe? He would go on Twitter and post clips of Joe rapping, admitting that he hurt his ex. He would also post on his story a video of Joe and Diddy dancing in his backyard, and this was at the very start of the accusations that Puff is dealing with as we speak. It was revealed that before he sent those, he would send them to Rory, and Rory would in fact greenlight them. He would laugh along with Julian behind the scenes, and I actually find this quite nasty because when Julian posted them, he would face backlash from Joe Budden fans. Crazy. To be honest, I'm thinking Julian probably thought he had Rory as a crutch. But as soon as he posted that, Rory went back into the shadows and acted oblivious. And then after that, it's even worse, because a few months after, they would fire him out of the blue. And they wouldn't address Julian until the fans said something. They were all in the comments. Rory and Maul fans were relentless. They were wondering what happened to Julian. So they honestly tried to fire him and move on like nothing happened. They didn't address him until the fans addressed him and said, yo, where is Julian? I don't hear Julian. Did something happen to Julian? Can you guys address this? What happened? And they finally addressed him, but this shit was piss poor. It was horrible. I mean, after the years of hard work, the years of sweat equity, the years of dedication to this podcast, and I've said this, I feel like Julian was the most open member on that podcast. And he wasn't even a member. He was meant to be a producer, which is another problem in itself, because if he has a mic, he should be paid as a talent as well. But hey, that's a story for another day. All I'm saying is he did all that hard work. For him to leave so abruptly and give him 30 seconds of airtime saying, you know what, Julian's not here, we wish him the best, and that's it? After the years of hard work, and not only that, when he left the pod, he also admitted on Spaces that he was doing pretty bad financially. And if you guys didn't hear that, here it is.
I have zero money. I have no income. Everyone, there's all these. I love the videos. Everyone's like, he's rich. He's a nepo. I literally have zero money. I'm pulling money out of my savings to make rent next month.
Are you being serious?
Am I being? Why would I lie about that? What's cool about being
people
broke?
with voices like ours? Rocky doesn't believe.
Yeah, no, I'm very broke. It sucks. Like, it's not
You
fun.
need a
I've
couple.
lost 10 pounds because I really haven't been eating much, and I've been doing a dry
No,
January.
don't do that. I'm a sucker for that type of shit. You need a
No,
couple.
I mean, I'm not looking for like the sympathy struggle thing, but like this is what's currently going on. Like, I've just been so focused on this, and I've not
Go
like
get
put
a
my
cat
health to the
for
side. I'm still
$1.
like working out and stuff, but I just haven't. I've missed a few meals. I didn't have dinner tonight. I'm good though. It's fine.
His ribs touching.
Do you guys
No,
believe
I'm not that
people
bad.
are about to get catfished out of some more money?
No, I'm not. Also, by no means am I begging for money. You'll at the beginning of the YouTube video, I do have like a direct to cam, like, hey, like, if you enjoy this content and you want more, like, I mean, I have a PayPal link in my YouTube, so like every cent that goes into from donations will literally go right back into the show.
But how do you guys feel about this new development? Do you guys feel like Rory was wrong for not standing by Julian when everybody was killing him in that Joe Budden community? Or do you guys feel like this is old news and that we should all just move on? I feel like they're both in pretty good places. Rory and Maul are doing, obviously, they're doing great. They got that new deal with the volume. They've got new guests on a weekly basis. I feel like their podcast is getting more and more exposure as the weeks go on. I also feel like Julian is doing well too. He seems like he's in a pretty good place mentally. He's also interviewing guests that he genuinely fucks with. And I really feel like he's building his own community, which I really enjoy seeing. But like I said, how do you guys feel about this? Let me know in the comments. And until next time, it's your boy The Kitchen. Deuces.